Picking the right Bluetooth speaker is less about finding the best one and more about finding the right one for your life, because a speaker that's perfect at a pool party is completely overkill on a desk, and the one that sounds great in your living room is useless if you need to grab it and go. Today we've got 5 options that span from $21 to $449, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where you land. The JBL Boombox 4 is a large format, outdoor party speaker built for people who need to fill serious space with sound. Per the official specs, it runs a 2-way driver configuration, 2 5-inch woofers, and 2 tweeters, backed by 3 passive radiators, one of which fires from the rear. Total output sits at 210 watts in a C mode and 200 watts on battery, with a rated bass floor that reaches down to 37 Hz. Peak volume, according to tested data, hits around 105 decibels, roughly as loud as a car horn. That's not a living room speaker, that's a backyard or bus speaker. Battery life is rated at 28 hours, with a playtime boost mode in the JBL Portable app that stretches it to 34 by reducing output. The battery itself is user replaceable. It shares the same pack as the PartyBox 520, which is a meaningful longevity advantage. When the cell degrades in a few years, you swap it instead of replacing the whole speaker. Connectivity is Bluetooth 5.4 with Auracast support, meaning you can link multiple Auracast-compatible JBL speakers for wider coverage, or pair 2 Boombox 4 units as a true stereo pair. There's also a USB-C port that supports lossless audio playback from a connected laptop when your source app provides it. The enclosure carries an IP68 rating, fully submersible, not just splash resistant, and it floats. The JBL Portable app gives you a 7-band equalizer and 2 bass modes, deep and punchy, that shift the low-frequency behavior depending on the mood. This speaker is for the person organizing the event, not attending it. If you're the one who hosts the annual 4th of July cookout, the person setting up sound at a large backyard graduation party, or the crew member who needs music to actually compete with people talking, this is built for that. The trade-off is the form factor. It's large and heavy, and it's designed to be moved from the car to a spot and left there, not carried around throughout the evening. If your use case involves moving the speaker frequently or taking it hiking, this is not the right tool. But for stationary, high-volume, outdoor or large indoor situations, the output and the battery are genuinely hard to match at this size. You'll find the Amazon link in the description. At the time this video was recorded, it's listed at $449. The Ultimate Ears Epic Boom is a different kind of portable. It's larger and heavier than the typical grab-and-go speaker, but it's built around an actual carry strap and designed to travel between locations rather than stay put. The Epic Boom uses a driver setup of one 120mm woofer and 2 45mm high-frequency transducers and a 360-degree enclosure, meaning sound radiates in all directions rather than projecting forward. Put it in the center of a space, and everyone in the room hears roughly the same thing. Battery life is rated at 17 hours and charges via USB-C. The Bluetooth range per the manufacturer's listing is 55 meters, about 180 feet, and the IP67 rating means it can survive full submersion up to 1 meter for 30 minutes, and it floats. For Android users on version 8.0 or later, NFC one-tap pairing is available. There's no Wi-Fi, no voice assistant, and no wired input beyond USB-C for charging. It's a pure Bluetooth speaker. The UE Boom app gives you access to 4 EQ presets, plus a custom tuner, and an outdoor boost mode that shifts the EQ profile slightly for open environments. Through the Party Up feature in the same app, the Epic Boom can link with Boom 3, Mega Boom 3, the Mega Boom 4, and the Hyper Boom for synchronized multi-speaker playback, though it is not compatible with the Wonder Boom series. This one fits the person who's always moving the speaker between spaces but doesn't want to babysit it. You're lugging it to the park, to a friend's rooftop, to the beach, and then back home again. You want 360-degree coverage so you can set it down in the middle of a group without anyone asking you to turn it around. And you want waterproofing solid enough that if it goes in the water by accident, you don't panic. What you're giving up is Wi-Fi smarts and a very long battery. 17 hours is workable, but some similarly sized competitors push closer to 20 or 24. At $239, the link for this one is in the description below. If you've been watching since the beginning, go ahead and subscribe to GadTech and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. The Ultimate Ears Mega Boom 4 occupies the middle of the UE lineup in terms of size. and sits below the Epic Boom in terms of raw volume. What it trades in output, it more than makes up for in battery life. The Megaboom 4 is rated at 20 hours of continuous playback from a 6,666 mAh cell, and it charges via USB-C. Like the Epic Boom, it's built around a cylindrical 360-degree design that distributes sound outward in all directions. And it carries an IP67 waterproof and dustproof rating with drop protection up to 1 meter and the ability to float. Wireless range per the manufacturer's listing is 147 feet, about 45 meters. The Boom app gives you a customizable equalizer and connects the Megaboom 4 to UE's Party Up ecosystem, which allows you to sync it with other Boom, Everboom, Epic Boom, and Hyperboom speakers simultaneously. There's a magic button on the speaker that gives you one-touch playlist access on Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music. The Megaboom 4 does not have Wi-Fi, a voice assistant, or an auxiliary input. It connects exclusively via Bluetooth. This is the speaker for someone who wants reliable, all-day sound in a single space without thinking about it. You put it on your desk, on a picnic table, in the kitchen, or poolside in the morning, and you don't touch it again until you want to change the song. The 360-degree dispersion means you never have to reposition it when you move around the room. It's not a party speaker for 50 people, and it's not so compact that you take it running. It's the speaker for everyday life that happens to be weatherproof and durable enough to go outside without anxiety. Think weekend camping trips, a patio that gets used heavily, a kitchen that doubles as a gathering spot. At $114, the Amazon link is waiting for you in the description. The JBL Authentics 500 is a different product category entirely. It's a smart home speaker designed to live in one place: a living room, a home office, a dining room, and it brings a level of connectivity that no portable speaker on this list can match. Under the hood, per JBL's official specs, it runs a 3-1 configuration, 3 25mm aluminum dome tweeters, 3 70mm mid-range drivers, and a 165mm downward-firing subwoofer, all powered at a combined 270 watts. There's a 96 kHz, 24-bit digital-to-analog converter inside for high-resolution audio, and it supports Dolby Atmos music when fed an Atmos stream, available through Tidal, for example. Wireless options include dual-band Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.3, AirPlay 2, Chromecast built-in, Spotify Connect, and Tidal Connect. Physical connections include a 3.5mm auxiliary input and an Ethernet port for wired network connection. In the United States, there's also a USB port for direct audio playback. The headline feature is simultaneous support for both Google Assistant and Amazon Alexa. You can summon either assistant by name, and both remain active at the same time. There's a physical microphone mute switch on the back if you want to disable the always listening function entirely. On-speaker controls include a volume knob and separate analog dials for bass and treble. The JBL One app adds a 3-band equalizer and auto calibration that runs each time the speaker powers on. Multi-room audio is handled through either the Google Home app or the Amazon Alexa app, connecting multiple Authentics speakers on the same network. This is the speaker for someone who is done thinking about connectivity. You've got Apple devices, a mix of Alexa and Google gadgets, and you want one speaker that works naturally with all of it. Or you've been streaming music through a smart TV setup and you want dedicated audio that sounds significantly better without adding a receiver and floor-standing speakers. The Authentics 500 doesn't travel. It doesn't have a battery, but if your scenario is a dedicated homeroom and you want real volume, real bass, and full smart home integration in one box, this fills that space convincingly. The price on Amazon at the time we recorded this was $449. Links are below. The Anker Soundcore Select 4 Go is the last product on today's list, and the context for it is completely different from everything else here. This is a 5-watt, palm-sized Bluetooth speaker that runs on Bluetooth 5.4 with a 30-meter range, weighs 263 grams, and according to manufacturer specs, is rated at IP67 for waterproofing and dustproofing, the same rating as some speakers costing 10 times more. It floats. It has a built-in attachment loop so you can clip it to a backpack strap, hang it in the shower, or run a carabiner through it for outdoor use. Battery life is listed at 20 hours at 40% volume, with real-world high-volume testing by reviewers landing closer to 10 hours, still competitive for its size class. The Soundcore app connects via Bluetooth and provides a graphic equalizer with several presets, plus the ability to pair 2 Select 4 Go units in true wireless stereo mode for left and right channel separation. Charging is via USB-C. This one is for the person who needs music to follow them, not the other way around. You're commuting, You're at the gym, you shower with your music on, you clip a speaker to your bike bag. You're not throwing a party. You want personal audio that you never have to babysit or protect. At $21, the value is nearly impossible to argue with for what it does in its category. You'll find the link in the description. So there you have it, 5 speakers, 5 completely different use cases. If something on this list matched your situation, the links to each one are in the description. And if you haven't subscribed to GadTech yet, now's a good time. We keep these videos focused and straight to the point so you can make your decision and move on.